Damn phones, Babylons can't crack the code.
The Frank Broyles Award. Every year, it is given out to the best college football assistant coach in the nation. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what happened to the past 10 winners of the Broyles Award. Before I move on, remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's get into it. In 2012, the award winner was Bob Diaco, Notre Dame defensive coordinator. In the 2012 college football season, Notre Dame was one of the best teams in college football as they made it all the way to the BCS National Championship game, losing to Alabama, but they finished the year 12-1, and when talking about Diaco's defense, it was one of the best in the nation as they only gave up 12.8 points a game. After this 2012 season, Bob Diaco would be hired as UConn's head coach, and he would be the head coach for UConn from 2014 to 2016. In the 3 years he was the head coach for Connecticut, they wouldn't have the most success under him, as he would be 11-26 as a coach. They made one bowl game, going 6-7, as they lost the St. Petersburg Bowl, and they would never be above 500 any time when he was there. He was fired after the 2016 college football season, and since then he's kind of been a journeyman in a sense in his coaching career, as he's coached with Nebraska, Oklahoma, Louisiana Tech, Purdue, and even the New Jersey Generals of the USFL. In 2013, the winner was defensive coordinator from Michigan State, Pat Narduzzi. In 2013, Michigan State was one of the best teams, going 13-1, and they had a top defense, only allowing 13 points per game. Narduzzi would stay one more season as a defensive coordinator for Michigan State before becoming the head coach for Pitt, and he's been the head coach for Pitt since 2015. When talking about Pat Narduzzi as being a coach at Pitt since 2015, he's been pretty solid, as his career record is 53-37, and he's made 5 bowl games in his tenure there thus far, being 1-4. He's also coming off his best season as a head coach at Pitt, as in 2021 they went 11-3 and were the ACC champions, and even made their first New Year's Six Bowl appearance in the Narduzzi era. In 2014, the winner was offensive coordinator for Ohio State, Tom Herman. In this season, Ohio State won the national title, going 14-1, and they had one of the best offenses in the nation, averaging nearly 45 points a game. After this wonderful season as an offensive coordinator for Ohio State, Herman would get his first head coaching opportunity at Houston. Herman would only be the head coach for Houston for a total of 2 seasons, where he had a lot of success. As Houston, under his time there, they would end up going 22-4, and they had their best season in his first year there in 2015, where they went 13-1 and even had a Peach Bowl victory. After his time at Houston, he would take the head coaching job at Texas. When talking about Tom Herman's time at Texas, the 4 seasons he was there, he had his fair share of ups and downs. He was 32-18 as a coach. He made 4 bowl games and won all 4 of them, even making the Sugar Bowl in 2018. However, he only made 1 Big 12 championship game, which they lost. And Texas did have some inconsistent plays at times, and people just expected more from him at Texas. So after the conclusion of the 2020 season, Tom Herman was fired. After his time at Texas in 2021, he was an offensive analyst for the Chicago Bears. On to 2015, the Broyles Award winner was Oklahoma offensive coordinator Lincoln Riley. In the 2015 season, the Sooners were 11-2, had a top 5 offense in college football, averaging nearly 44 points per game. Lincoln Riley would be an offensive coordinator only / quarterback coach for Oklahoma for 1 more season, before eventually becoming the head coach and offensive coordinator for Oklahoma, starting in 2017 all the way to 2021. In the 5 seasons he was the head coach for OU, Lincoln Riley won 4 straight Big 12 titles, went to 3 straight college football playoffs, won a Cotton Bowl in 2020, won 55 games, only losing 10 of them. As many of you know, at the end of the 21 season, Lincoln Riley left OU to become the head coach for USC. Next up in 2016, the award winner was Clemson defensive coordinator Brent Venables. In this year, Clemson went 14-1, they won the national championship, and they had a lethal defense, only giving up 18 points per game. That was top 10. Brent Venables would stay a while longer at Clemson, as he would have his last year at Clemson as their defensive coordinator in the 2021 college football season. He's turned down a lot of head coaching jobs throughout his time as a defensive coordinator at Oklahoma and Clemson, but now he's finally found the spot where he wants to start his head coaching career at, and that's none other at a school that he got his early start at, in none other than Oklahoma. With 2017, it was yet again another Clemson coach, this time being co-offensive coordinator / running backs coach Tony Elliot. In 2017, Clemson was one of the top teams in college football. They went 12-2, made it to the college football playoff, and averaged 33 points a game on the offensive side of the ball. Just like Brent Venables, Tony Elliot would stay at Clemson a while longer, all the way up to 2021, where that was his last season as a coach there. He's also going to have his first head coaching opportunity, this time with Virginia. In 2018, the award winner was Alabama offensive coordinator Mike Locksley. In this season, Alabama went 14-1, with their only loss coming in the college football playoff national championship game to Clemson. The offense in this season averaged nearly 46 points a game. After the 2018 campaign, Mike Locksley would take the job at Maryland. When talking about head coaching opportunities, the one that he got with Maryland after the 2018 season would technically be his third head coaching opportunity, as he started off as a head coach at New Mexico, where he only won 2 games and lost a total of 26. He was an interim head coach for Maryland in 2015, where he went 1-5, and when talking about his current tenure at Maryland right now, from 2019 all the way to current day, he's doing a lot better, as he's made 1 bowl game in a total of 3 seasons, which was this past season where they went 7-6 and won the Pinstripe Bowl. But in his first 2 seasons, they went 3-9 and 2-3. In 2019, the award winner was LSU passing game coordinator and wide receivers coach Joe Brady. In the 2019 college football season for LSU, they went 15-0, and that may just be one of the best college football teams all time. And that offense that LSU had was insane, as they were first in every category pretty much, and averaged 48 points a game. After this great 2019 campaign, Joe Brady was a very sought-after coach, but he would take his talents to the NFL and become the offensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. Joe Brady had a lot of high expectations for Carolina football when he became their offensive coordinator. However, he wouldn't necessarily meet the expectations that everyone thought he was going to meet, and ultimately, Carolina's offense wasn't necessarily that great while he was there. Now, you could point out the fact that every year that he was there, they were often injured, and that they had a lot of problems with quarterbacks. However, Joe Brady would end up getting fired during the 2021 NFL season. When talking about current day, he's now the quarterback's coach for the Buffalo Bills. In 2020, the Broyles Award winner was Alabama offensive coordinator Steve Sarkisian. Alabama, just like LSU the year prior, won every single game including the national title. They went 13-0 and averaged 48.5 points a game. Steve Sarkisian, after this season, would take a head coaching opportunity at Texas. Being the head coach for Texas is actually Steve Sarkisian's third opportunity as a head coach, as he was a head coach for Washington for a total of 5 seasons, where he went 34-29, being 1-2 in bowl games, and was a head coach at USC for a total of 18 games, going 12-6 and being 1-0 in bowl games. In his one lone season as the Texas head coach, he has gone 5-7, in which they would end up missing a bowl game, but he's now going into year 2 as the head coach for Texas. Tell me something down in the comment section below. How do you think Texas is going to do in 2022? The last coach I'm going to be talking about in today's video is the 2021 award winner, Michigan offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach, Josh Gattis. In the 2021 campaign, Michigan made a college football playoff appearance, going 12-2, and they averaged 36 points a game as an offense. After the 2021 season, Josh Gattis would leave the Michigan program that he's been a part of since 2019, and now he's going to be the offensive coordinator and wide receivers coach for Miami. Well, guys, we made it this far in the video. Drop something down in the comment section below of what videos you want to see in the future. And before you head out, remember to smash that like button, turn on those post notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already. B. Kelly, out.